it will not get saved. Your chat will not get saved. So roll number 29, I think you have typed your roll number before I have started the recording. So uh, just type it once more. Sorry for the inconvenience, but just write. Anyway, thanks. So obviously, when it depends of number of students who have opted for this elective. It's not a core subject; it's an elective subject. So obviously, it depends upon who have opted. Then the next question is, what are we using for backend, sir? Like MySQL with WAMP server. We will be using Apache Tomcat server as a web server because uh, uh, who is this Sheikh Akhtar, Shoaib Akhtar. We will be using Shoaib. We will be using Apache Tomcat server as a web server for the backend, and we will be using MySQL server as a database, or I mean, because we may also use Oracle, but since MySQL server is a freeware and open source, that is why we will be using MySQL server for database and Apache Tomcat server for the web server in the backend. We do not use WAMP server or XAMPP server here because WAMP server is used for PHP. So for PHP, we use WAMP server. But since we are we have the topics as servlets and JSP, which works on web servers. So we will be using this, what you call we will be using the Apache Tomcat server for writing servlets and JavaScript for writing servlets and JSP programs, and MySQL server. So hope I have answered your question. Anything else from anybody? So can we end the class, or any more questions? Is there a chance of excluding this elective on the basis of strength? It should not be less than 10. That is what, actually, there is no hard and fast rule that these many people should be there. I mean, I mean, right now the situation has changed, and OU also, I don't know what is the problem there with OU and all. So they say that at least, I mean, here there is a policy, or the department, I think, has a policy, it should not be less than 10. And I think you are more than that, so there is no chance of scrapping this elective. Actually, if you, there were some times, I mean, I'm not talking about a 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 years back, some 15 years back or so, even with 2, 3 students opting for the elective, I have taken the class. So, but now things have changed. So maybe they say that there should be 10 students. So I don't know what is the policy and what is the hard and fast rule. But I don't think so there is a chance of this elective getting excluded based on the strength. I will not encourage that, actually. And I have no problem if even there are 5 students also, I have no problem taking the class. Hope The answer is clear. Anything else from anyone? Um, Before we end this class, one more thing I want to say. Now we have looked at the syllabus, and you may see that this is 3 hours lecture per week. Now this 3 hours lecture per week at times may not be sufficient. I mean, this doesn't mean that syllabus will not be completed. What I mean to say is that the 3 hours per week is not sufficient to complete the entire, and sometimes even a topic, covering a topic may not be the time what we have for the timetable. 1 hour may not be sufficient. So sometimes I may not extend the class, because if I extend the class from 1 hour, if I take it 15 minutes more also, it will be problem for the second subject. That is not feasible at all. So what uh, we used to do is, I may be needing few extra classes. So that depends upon how, once all agree. So we can, whenever I need extra hours to teach, so we will agree on that, and we will be able to, you will be able to have put in some extra hours. In a simple way, what I'm trying to say is that 3 hours may not be sufficient in a week sometimes. So sometimes we may need to extend the class, or extend the class in the sense, not, extend the session from 1 hour to 2 hours, or extend the session from 2 hours to 3 hours. But we will try to decide and try to schedule a different time, and then that way we will try to cover up. So that is one more thing I wanted to tell you, that we may be needing extra classes. So that depends upon agreeability of the timings. We will agree upon that, and then we will cover up. But it will not be there in the initial part or the initial weeks. But later, we may need. So anyway, that was one of the things. And then one question has come up: what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? HTTP basically is a hypertext transfer protocol. Now, this was the basic protocol, and HTTPS is a secured hypertext transfer protocol. Now, S is for secure. HTTPS generally comes into picture when secured socket layers are used. Now, the basic difference between HTTP and HTTPS is that HTTPS uses encryption while the data is transmitted from a client machine or from a user or a client to the web server. Whereas in HTTP, a simple hypertext transfer protocol, the data is not encrypted. It is not secured. Rather than saying encrypted, the data is not secured, because there may be different ways of securing the data. Encryption is one of the way, but there may be different ways of securing the data. So HTTP, when using HTTP, when we transfer, or when the data is transmitted or request is sent from a client, from a user to the web server, the data is not secured. But whereas in HTTPS, the data, when it is transmitted from, or when a request is sent from client to a server, the data is secured. That is the difference between the HTTP protocol and HTTPS protocol. Now, how to secure the data? or what algorithms are used and all, it depends upon, service provider to service provider. Not the internet service provider, the web service provider, web servers. It depends upon that, as well as the domain servers, because from the domain itself, you have to, the HTTPS works, or HTTP and HTTPS works. So this is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. Hope I have answered your question, or hope this is clear for you. And this HTTPS comes when I told you about the sessions. It comes in that we actually have 4 types of sessions there. Sessions are handled through security. Sessions are handled through URL redirecting, URL rewriting, and using hidden form fields. And fun part is this secured socket layer that is we used in the HTTPS protocol. Any other questions?
So can you give some guidelines on getting some, to become a very good developer? What the industry requires as of now to become, what they want students to be.
It's it's hard to explain actually what industry requires. Obviously, industry requires talent, and talent and all comes from hard work.
Yes, sir.
So, see, the basic problem is uh, I'm not talking about you people. I'm talking in general. Our basic problem is you have studied C, C++. You, in the sense, everyone. Don't take it personally, or the 17 people who are there in the class, don't take it personally. When I say you, in the sense, it means all the students. Over the period of years, and especially in MJ, this college, more importance is given on theoretical questions, or more importance is given on getting marks rather than practically trying to understand how things work. So whether it is C, C++, and it's not a fault with MJ, I'm telling you. It's with the way the questions have been are being asked, is the way the correction is being done, as well as is the way how the practicals are externals try to conduct those the practicals.
Yes, sir.
Earlier, for C or any programming, more than 60% of the paper used to be the questions used to be write a program, more than 60% of the paper. Nowadays, by chance, if 40% of the paper is programming, it's if there is a programming question in 40% of the paper, it has, the paper is called as a very tough paper. And what we learn in practicals is that you have a program, you type the program, that program gets executed, you are happy, everybody is happy. And not only that, it's not the individual students who do the program. It's one person does the program. That program is sent, distributed to everyone. Only thing is, everybody else, you, even if somebody types that program, it's considered as very great. He thinks that that person thinks that he has done that program. That's not doing a program. Doing a program means you have to think yourself, do the program. It's not that one, even in labs I have seen, one set of programs since years back has is written. Some person has executed the program. The same programs get distributed in the to the students. No students, nobody is trying to develop the attitude of writing the programs on their own. Don't get offended. Don't get offended. But whatever, 17 people here, you people are here. Have you? I mean, what I'm saying, is it wrong? But this is what is happening.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
not?
Yes, sir. Sir, also in our second year data structures paper, I don't even remember. I think they only gave only a single program to write from the entire.
That is what I'm telling you. No, that is what I'm telling you. If 40% of the paper comes as a programming, that paper is considered as a tough paper. And everybody has made that attitude that they write to the board of studies, they write to so and so that this is not there in the syllabus, this is not there in the syllabus. Just imagine when you are having a question paper of programming, and in that some program is asked, can we say that this is not there in the syllabus? If I'm telling you an example, in first year you might have heard about that Armstrong number, or you might have heard about what is that palindrome number something. You might have done that. Now
Yes.
suppose instead of Armstrong number, instead of palindrome number, if some person asks to write a C program to solve sum of n numbers, and if that is not taught in the class, or that is not done in the lab, can you say that it is out of syllabus?
No, sir.
You cannot say. But that is what is happening nowadays. I have seen in English, when an essay is there to write about what do you call the something about something was the nuclear treaty, something was there. Everybody argued that is not there in the syllabus. How can a question which asks you to write about nuclear treaty of some nations and all, United Nations, how can you say that it is not in the syllabus? Can you say that? So this has become that, and this is where we people are lagging, and other colleges are excelling. So it's to the question. I mean, sorry to take your time and give the lecture about all these things and all. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's the talent and it's the work hard, and everybody has talent. Hello. Am I audible as well as am I visible? Anybody just try to. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Actually, there was a problem with the connection here. So I was completely, had no idea uh, when this connection was lost. So anyway, I think people also have left. So we will try to close this session right now, and then we will continue in the Monday's class. Is it fine? Just anybody, just give a reply. Okay, no problem. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.